What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. It's literally been like 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on here. And honestly though, okay, I gotta make sure the sound is back on. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've been on here, and I apologize. But I appreciate it for those of y'all that's still here. But man, welcome back to the channel. So pretty much let me go ahead and give y'all a story time, man. So remember I told y'all how I got like a 9 to 5, a regular 9 to 5, right? So I literally found out, like, I want to say maybe, okay, because it's been 2 weeks since I posted, but I want to say like during that week where I last posted my last video, my supervisor pretty much came up to me, and I pretty much found out that my supervisor was basically becoming a plant manager up there. So they needed somebody to take his position, and guess what? They asked me. So I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and take it. But honestly, man, for those of y'all that work like regular, okay, I ain't gonna say regular, but like for the average, let's say if you work at like a steel mill, you know, most of the time, most people, they're probably like, you know, okay, I'm messing up. Most people are probably, you know, they're gonna be like a material handler, machine operator, or they're just doing something like on the side or whatever. Like nothing, like not a major role up there, but yeah, being a supervisor up there, it is a hassle, man. Like it is a hassle. But I mean, it's not at the point to where I can't handle it, but it's definitely a different ball game. It's definitely a different experience because I'm so used to just doing my job, and you know what I'm saying, like I be to myself a lot, you know. I don't know if I told you, but I'm a big introvert, so I don't really, I mean, I would interact with people, but it's like you know, for those of y'all that know me from school, y'all probably don't know me, you know. For those of y'all that's watching the channel, for those of y'all that's here, I've been an introvert like all my life, you know. Like obviously I met a couple friends, and you know, I was talkative to them, but me just being a talkative person, like just out of the blue, it's not really my thing though, you know. So, you know, being a supervisor, I have to interact more with people. It's like I'm not a hardcore introvert like how I used to be, but I'm more of a, I just stay to myself a lot, you know. Not that I have literally no issues with people. I literally have no issues with people, but I just prefer to stay to myself, you know. I mean, I do talk to myself a lot. That's why I love making these videos, but I can't really say I love making these videos if I disappeared like that. I mean, but honestly, I can't say that because it was just a lot for me to handle. Like, it was a lot being thrown at me to where I was, you know, and that's my fault. You know, I checked out of YouTube for a good minute. You know, 2 weeks is a good minute. Like, that's a long time, if you ask me. But that was just my fault. You know, I was trying to find a way to balance, you know, the work life, well, the 9 to 5 to my 5 to 9, and it was just, I didn't know how to do it, especially taking on that role and being a supervisor, learning new things. And it's like, I know the basic stuff up there where I work, but it's like taking on that role of leadership, dude, it's a lot different. Because I always said to myself, I never seen myself being a leader, but I always loved like giving people advice and, you know, just being there for people whenever I can be there for people. But it's a different ball game when you get paid to actually do that. So it's like you basically have to be a Superman. Depending on what you being a supervisor at, because you know, you could be a supervisor for an office job. I think it works that way, but being a supervisor at a steel mill, or maybe like a regular warehouse job or a plant, wherever, something like that, in that aspect where it's like general labor, I think that's considered general labor, but, or just labor in general. It's like, dude, it's a different ball game. Like, I'm telling you, man, like dealing with adults that act like children, and you got the call-offs, you gotta fill in certain spots and stuff. What was that? Okay, that's my shadow, but what was that noise? Yeah, it's been a minute since I played this. I know I'm making like a street, like I'm making like a town or area, but what is this right here? What the heck was that? Dude, I don't even want to know what that was, but I'm gonna cover this up because I just probably summoned some like dark entity there. And I don't wanna know. That's all I gotta say is I don't want to know. But damn, what am I gonna do here? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I have this first house or first area be more of a. I'm trying to think. Do driveways have like? Cause I. Okay, it's still concrete. It's still concrete. I'm over here losing my mind, dude. But yeah, it was so much to take in, man. So much to take in, and I'm the type of guy like I always went by the saying, scare money don't make no money. But it's certain limits to certain things in life, and you kind of just gotta see what's best for you, but you won't know what's best for you until you actually like try it. You know what I'm saying? So I think this will probably be a good gateway for a house. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna make like too big of like a house, but I just want to start with like a nice little neighborhood. Like nothing too big, nothing too crazy. But yeah, this is day 2. Day 2 of playing Minecraft. So yeah, day 2 of playing Minecraft. But I've been doing good. I've been trying to hold down on the swearing because I'm not gonna judge anybody. I'm not gonna judge anybody if they swear or not. But that's just something I'm trying to get in the practice of not doing anymore, because there's other words you can use. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to say that I'm trying to be perfect or anything like that. But it's other words you can use. And that's something that I'm just going day by day trying to implement. I mean, if we're gonna have a stone, if we're gonna have like all this be like, what is this? A stone brick wall. We might as well just have the house be stone. So, but that'll look ugly though. That will look very ugly. So, what color can we use? I'm not even gonna lie. I wish I was playing this live right now, but I'd rather just kind of get bigger on here. I gotta stay consistent though. That's like my only issue is not staying consistent, but trying to balance the 9 to 5 life to the 5 to 9 life. That's the only thing, because making these videos, like, it's a piece of cake to me, dude. Like, really, it's a piece of cake to me. Like, I enjoy making these videos, but that whole entire 2 weeks of, and I'm still in training. Best, like, believe it or not, I'm still in training. Like, it's so much going on. It is a like roller coaster up there, because I'm not even gonna say too much, but it's just basically I got thrown into the supervisor position at the last minute. Like, I ain't gonna say last minute, but I got thrown into this position. That looks nice. I'm gonna try that. Hopefully it don't look too ugly. I don't know. I feel like this doesn't match. I just feel like it doesn't match. Like, maybe we can go with, how do you delete this? How do I delete that off of there? Okay, you remove it. Did it fall? Okay, it didn't fall. What is that? Oh, that's a duck? Dude, that didn't look like a duck from back there. It looked like something else. But let me make this a little bit more, yeah. Okay, there we go. So I don't want to make the houses too big, because this is gonna be like just a regular neighborhood. Let's say you go by your local Family Dollar and the houses that's on that block. Like, nothing too big, just a decent moderate size. And then I don't want to try to make my neighborhood, because then, like, people are gonna be like, huh? Especially if they know where I stay at. I mean, I stay in Indiana. They might be like, I know exactly where he lives at. I know exactly how those houses look. But then again, though, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I'm literally trying to figure this out. Like, I'm so confused what color to do. Like, I don't know if it's like, you know what? Let's just do this. You know what? We're gonna go with that. I like that. That's glass. I mean, either way, I don't care, because it's not like somebody's gonna join the server and blow it up. I hope not. I hope not. Please, like, if you're good at hacking stuff, please don't come on this server and blow it up. I'm begging you, please don't. Because I used to be scared to play this game when I first heard of it, because I heard about the story of that, because I know Notch is the one that made this game. I think Notch, right? That's his name, Notch. I don't know. It's been so long since I like did my research on this game, but it was that Herobrine thing that was going on, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play a game and there's some like freaking like weirdo hacking into the servers and joining people's games and stuff. Hopefully that was just a PC thing. I hope that was just a PC thing, because if it ain't, I don't know, man. I might have to turn this off. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Like literally, like I always wanted to play this game when I was younger. I mean, I played it kinda, but it's just, you know, I was in the mix of trying to be somebody that I'm not. I was trying to be somebody that I'm not. Yeah, that's how you say it. Trying to be cool, you know. I don't play Minecraft. That's for losers. No. You know, you get older, you just realize like there's no such thing as cool. Well, the only way of being cool is just being yourself. That sounds cheesy. It sounds corny, but it's facts. It is facts. I think we're just gonna have I don't know. I guess we just have the floor be brown, like the carpet's brown. I guess no tan. Where's tan at? Because in most apartments, like I would like go inside of like it's always a tan carpet. It's never a white carpet or brown. You know, we're just gonna go with this brown. I don't. Well, is that tan? Oh, let's mess with it. Let's mess with it. So let me delete that and grab that. That looks like the most tannest we can go. I mean, you know what? I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. To me, this is like one of those games where it just jump right in and just do your thing. You know, you might want to build a fire truck or something, or you might want to build a 10-story apartment. I don't know. That is the plans though I have with this. So and please don't judge me, man. I'm not the interior designer type of guy here, but this is all just from the dome, you know. Just hey, that's why it's called creative mode, because I'm being creative. So don't judge. Don't be out here trying to judge me now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here trying to judge me. I don't know. This like some AMSR. That's how you say it. AMSR or ASMR. I don't know. I don't even. You know, it's funny. I don't even know what that even means. I wish we had like a longer storage unit right here. I'm saying that right. But yeah, I'm gonna have to delete some things. Let's see. We can delete the black wood because I know concrete because I'm gonna find it faster anyways. Then we need a door. We need a door that's gonna match this. The doors. I don't want to have. Honestly, I'd rather just keep using these type of doors because I don't want to have a door to where people can look inside my house. That would be kind of creepy. I guess. I mean, it could go back just a little bit. It could just go back just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So that way it's like you kind of get a little breathing room going down the stairs, because you don't want to just go up one stair and then into the door. You might be clumsy one day. You might trip. You know, it's a lot of clumsy people out here nowadays, and I'm one of those people. I will trip. Like, I would probably be that type of person that'll get hit by a parked car, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, though, but it makes sense, though. Dude, like, what is this? What does that say? Copper bowl? Is it a light? I love the way it sounds, though. It's like, it just sounds so interesting. But yeah, I'm not an interior designer here, but I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow here. Because obviously you guys can see that's where I'm going to put the windows at. Oh, you gotta get out of here. There we go. But yeah, just going back to that whole topic with the whole work situation thing. That's literally like why I've been gone. Like I didn't give up, you know. And for me to give up after the momentum that I'm building, like it's like, you know, I just wish I would have. I wish I would have like found a better way to kind of like manage my the life outside of YouTube. If that makes sense. But it's just, yeah, like getting that supervisor position really did like kind of push me back just a little bit, just a little bit. Well, just specifically on here, to be honest, because yeah, dude, like that, like being in that role, being in that position, it's a different ball game because it's like your team can literally mess up. Like, let's just say it don't matter what you're doing. Let's just say like you're the coach, right? Perfect example. You're the coach of like a basketball team or a football team, right? The minute your team loses, 9 times out of 10, and I mean, it's a 50-50 thing. They're going to blame the person that, okay, let's say it's basketball. They're going to blame the person that missed a lot of shots, right? Football, they're going to blame the person on the team that got tackled the most while trying to run the ball or whatever. But majority of the time, they're going to go after the coaches. They're going to blame the coaches. Because I don't know if you guys notice, like when it comes to basketball specifically, whenever they get a new coach, that's when like they're like, oh my gosh, they got the legendary coach from that team back in the day or something like that. Like, yeah, I mean the coach can do what they can do, but it's really up to the players though. But then again, they're gonna blame. Okay, I need to go to sleep because when it's dark, I cannot see nothing. Lights. I don't want to type it in because I don't know if that's gonna mess up the video while I'm recording this. So I gotta look for it manually. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, pretty much being in that position, man, they will blame you for everything. But it's the reason why you're the supervisor because everything falls on you. So, oh wait, what am I doing? I know it's dark and I grabbed the torch. I meant to grab the bed. Oh my gosh. I meant to grab the bed. That's what I meant to do. But yeah, guys, I got 2 more channels coming out in the future. Not gonna say too much about them. Well, I'm not gonna say anything about them at all. But I'm just letting you guys know I got 2 channels coming up on the way, and obviously they're gonna be, they're not. It's not gonna be gaming, of course, because only this channel is for gaming. Okay, where's the bed at? Did I pass it up already? It's a lot of books. Okay, hold on now. I think I passed it up already. Oh no, it's right there. We're gonna go with the classic red. Take a little nap. Whoa, that's a big cloud. Okay, I thought that was something else. Alright, it's time for me to go to bed. Oh, I like that. Sleeping. Respawn set point. Bye, bed. Alright, so, as I was saying, we gotta look at that sunset. Oh, well, not the sunset, but the sun is coming up. The sun is coming up. Oh, man, but yeah, okay. So, back to the yapping. Because, like, I could be all over the place in conversation. Like, it's just, like, funny to me. I don't know why. Okay, so, we open up the door. We come in. Maybe, I don't know. Why is it so hard now? That is ugly. That gotta go. I'm sorry. That got to go. They gotta get out of here. I don't like that. That's bothering me. Making my head hurt. It's making my head hurt, man. Yeah. Forget it. We're just gonna have it like that. But yeah. Everything falls on you. Everything falls on you. But it's something you can't. That is bothering me as well. But I don't know. It's supposed to be a small house, so it's nothing cute. There's nothing gonna be cute in this house. I guess we'll just have I don't know. You gotta have the walls be a color. It can be white. Cause you walk in, what can like? Oh my gosh, maybe because it's so small. I don't want to make it like my house, cause then it's like, you know, I want to be original. I don't want to like copy. So I'm just gonna go with the flow here. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is like, why am I making this so difficult? It's like funny to me, dude. Let's see here. Oh man, look, why is this so difficult, man? I'm trying to figure this out. Man. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? This one I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna divide it. I'm gonna have a wall right here. It's gonna be a pathway right here. You know what? Perfect. I like that. That's a lot better. Alright, so the wall's gonna be right here. And as soon as you come in, you know, you're gonna put your shoes right there. You're gonna put your shoes right there because you don't want to walk in the house barefoot. But then again, I don't like the door being right there because, well, they can get some ring cameras. Let's do that. You guys gonna get some ring cameras. So if somebody at the door, you're gonna get an alert, and then you'll be ready to come around that block and spin. Hey, what are you doing right there? Llama. Come here, llama. Come here, llama. Llama. Dude. Alright. I'm over here like all over the place. I'm sorry. Alright, so let me close this door. Alright. So, we got that covered. Oh, we can have the stairs going up. Okay. What can the stairs be? It's going to be white stairs. So let me get rid of that bed. Oh, let's see. We're going to get rid of that. Because we're done with the street for right now. We're going to come back to the street after. So, smooth. I want that stuff smooth. I apologize if I did swear. I feel like I did. I probably didn't catch it, but if I did, I apologize, guys. We are human. We're only human. Some of us may not be human. Some of us might actually be from another place, another time. Where's the smooth one? What's the difference between oh? Okay, I'm about to say, yeah, get that out of here. We don't need that. No. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to making the videos an hour again. Like I said, so every video has to be an hour, unless there's an unfortunate circumstance, and I don't want that to be the case all the time. So I feel like the stairs could have came out a little bit more. Let's see what we can pull right here. You know what? At the end of the day, if you fall, that's on you. You shouldn't be clumsy. There should be no reason why you're clumsy like that. Then again, you know what? Because you know what? Yeah, perfect. All right, because that we just need a little bit more room to increase the symmetry, if that's even a thing here. Let's go ahead and place that right there. Okay. Right. I don't even think that made a difference. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't even think that made a difference. Well, I think it did. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not good. Just to increase the height, you know. Okay, yeah, maybe that's a little bit better. I'll take that. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's alright. It will do. Because then that can go to another flight of stairs. Yeah, this can be the living room, right? But then again, we need a kitchen too, dude. So always gonna need a kitchen. You know, we gotta cook some grub here. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the couch can go right here, and then we can watch the TV on a wall. I don't know. It's kind of ugly. Well, yeah. Because you can go to the kitchen right here. Yeah, okay, perfect. Kitchen go right there. Alright. Like I said, I'm not an interior designer here. I'm not. But we could, I don't know, because if you cook, you don't want to have it to where, like, let's say if somebody like accidentally set that on fire. They set the kitchen on fire. You don't want the smoke coming in the living room. You're trying to watch your TV. You're trying to, you know, relax. You're trying to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I need some windows right here, too. We gotta spice it up. Have the windows be... We could do it that way. I like that. Because you get to see. Oh, llama. The llama is back. The llama is back. All right. Okay. Let's see. It's so small. Why I made it so small? I don't care. All right. So all right. We got that. Don't tell me this whole video is gonna be just this freaking house, dude. Maybe, I don't know. It might. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'm just gonna continue to build up because now we working on the second floor and this is like the bedroom. It'll just have 2 bedrooms. That's a normal small family size, 2 bedrooms, I guess. It can work out. I said at the end of the day, not every house is gonna have 3 bedrooms. Not every house is gonna have 2. So we can do it that way. It works out. It works out in a sense. So I dig it and I like that. Honestly, it could just be a 1 bedroom. Yeah, just for this house, it could just be a 1 bedroom. I'll just go ahead and make I'll just go ahead and next time make things more bigger. So we could just do that. It's like a song. If I would have kept going, it would have been like a song. That's pretty nice. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here. I ain't gonna lie, it looks like either a church or a school from the front of it. Like, if y'all can see it, I don't know. Can y'all I don't know. Y'all probably I don't know. Can y'all vision what I'm visioning right now? I'm not sure if you guys can or not, but I don't know. But then I know one thing I hate for sure when I'm going to work is that I always don't eat on the way to. Like when I wake up in the morning, I don't eat. And then on my way to work, I don't eat. So as I get to work, I decide to eat. Like I don't know why I do that. Like I don't know why is that. I don't know. I wish I known, but I don't know. It's been something I think about like daily. But I don't like ever like resolve it or like, you know, try to like change it. I just always think about it. So alright, yeah, we gonna have to get some light up in here because we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. The bigger houses, we gonna make some chandeliers. But for right now, we're just gonna keep it plain and simple. We're just gonna go to the, what is that? A skulk sensor? Sensor? Did I say it right? Do it like, yeah, from when Minecraft first came out, not on PC, but when it first came out on the Xbox, not the original Xbox, but I think the 360, a lot of this stuff didn't exist. Maybe unless you had a PC, but a lot of this stuff did not exist, dude. Oh, yeah, it's dark up in here. I don't want nothing. I'm not sure if I got it set to where things probably can spawn up in here, but I don't want nothing spawning in here, so I do not want anything spawning in here because it's too freaking dark. I almost cussed. It's too freaking dark. Where'd that llama go? Okay, llama right there. It's still making that funny noise. Yeah, we gotta have this place well lit because I don't want no weird entities spawning. What is that? That can't be the llama. Is that the llama making that noise? And that's the sheep. The sheep makes that noise. Alright, we're gonna have a black couch. I'm gonna put the couch down there. In the bed. Where would the bed go? I guess this room can have a bathroom as well. What is that? What was that? Oh, it's the flames. The flames. It's the flames. It's definitely the flames. Okay, where can the bathroom go? Because you come up here to use the bathroom. I know that's kind of off because what if you're down there, you gotta use the bathroom, but then again, you know, it's just testing this out. And then to make it more, you know, fancy, I always wanted to have windows like where the bed is at, like a window like this, because then when it's raining, you can just watch the rain, you know. Very exclusive, if that makes sense. Very exclusive. I mean, it don't really need a bed. What do you need a bed for? Oh, actually, no. Let's put it right here. Oh, I'm not trying to sleep. Let's see. This room ain't gotta be that big, though. Really ain't gotta be that big. Yeah, we can have it. You can have it like that. That's alright. And then have the door, because you know sometimes you might have guests over and you don't want them just coming up and seeing what you're doing. Yeah, I guess. Oh well. It is what it is. I don't care. It is what it is. I don't care. Yeah. Something simple, nothing fancy, nothing rich. We could put a light right here. Yeah. Oh, okay, that kind of scared me a little bit. And 2 lights right here. So like I said, we want to have it well lit. Have a light right there, 2 right there. Yeah, that's simple. It's simple. Yeah. It's alright. We can add we can add another one like that. We could just put glass right here, I guess. I don't know. It look alright to me though. You know, something simple. Something simple. You know, nothing too much. Nothing too. We don't want to get too crazy now. And then we'll just make the ceiling white as well. So we'll just do another layer. This will be the ceiling. And then we done. We done with this house. We might come back to it though. We might come back to it. So, but yeah, I know this video. Yeah, like for an hour, we just been on this house. But I just like to let you guys know what was going on. And you know, I apologize for being gone for 2 weeks, man. And honestly, it's probably been 3 weeks, but I believe it's been 2 weeks. But I haven't been counting though. But I looked at my analytics and I seen like, you know, my last video was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, like I said, guys, I apologize, and we are back now, man. And it's just like I had a very set schedule. Oh, and then plus, yeah, like I'm on a different shift now too, so that's why it's just, you know, basically let's just say you work 3rd shift and then you're going to 1st shift, or you're going to, it's like, yeah, whatever, you're going to a different shift, so your sleep pattern is changing. It's like, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And it's like, it was just so unexpected. Like, I'm thinking when my supervisor, now plant manager, when he called me into the conference room to speak with me, I was like, yo, like, what did I do? What am I in trouble for? But I'm like, no, I haven't done anything stupid. So I'm like, of course, how could I get in trouble? But you know, he let me know what was going on, the change of plans and all the good stuff, right? And I was just saying, hey, you know, like I said, I took the opportunity. I could have been, you know, I could have been one of those guys that be like, nah, I'm good, I don't want it. And I mean, it's some people that had negative experience being a supervisor. Some people had positive experience being a supervisor, but everybody's different, you know, depending on what your job consists of and how mentally you're going to be ready for it. And all I gotta say is I know it's going to be quite a show. That's all I gotta say, because I never seen myself being in a leadership position, but I was just always one of those people that like to make a big impact, you know, whether it's mentally, I mean, you know, I'm just one of those guys that gonna do what I gotta do, and somehow, like, it's just always like, no matter what, I'm always good at it, you know. I'm not saying like I'm just gonna go into the job and the first day I'm perfect. No, you know, I'm just one of those guys that really, you know, hey, if a task is given to me, I'm gonna make sure I get it down packed. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I guarantee you I'm gonna make sure that I work hard enough to get it down packed. Okay, why don't we have a stone fence? I thought that was on this game. You would think so. Maybe I passed it up. Yo, they don't have that? That's how? What am I missing here? No, it can't be no way. I don't. Y'all messing with me, man. We just gonna do this one. Forget it. Oh, no, wrong block. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. It looks alright to me. You trying to get up in there? You can't get up in there. You ain't shower. I don't want you stinking up the house. You can't do that. Alright, first house. Now we need some that's what we need. We need some street lamps. That's what we need. We gotta build some street poles or lamps or whatever. So I know how we gonna do that. Alright, so let's see. I don't know. Wait, let's see. Okay, yeah, I was hoping that was a single block. Let's do something smooth. Where's that smooth stuff at? Where's the smooth things? Where is it? Where'd it go? Okay, polish. I like that. Polish. We could do a nice polish. I'm okay with the polish. Wait, no, that's not polish. Get out of here. Yeah, polish. Perfect. No, you go. Yeah. That's good, because ain't nobody that tall. Even if somebody did join the server and want to be mean. Oh. I remember there was a glowy block. It was a block that glows. This? No, that's raw gold. And if I obtain that, I'll be very rich. Shroom? If I'm not saying it right, I apologize. What happened to the music, dude? What happened to the music? It's quiet. I don't like that. It's quiet. Should not be this freaking quiet. You go. Okay, that is not bright enough. Why? Do we gotta add a lamp? We probably gotta add a torch. Yeah. Make it look good. Kind of like it's setting that on fire, but as long as there's light, that's all that matters. As long as there's light. So we'll do it to where there's a light every, I don't know. Alright, this house is done. Now we're moving on to the next house. So we're gonna delete the whole entire inventory here. How do you get there? Gone. Wait, no. Get out of here. You're done. Bye. Cancel. Eliminated. See ya. Alright, so now we're gonna do some oak. We're gonna do oak. Let's do some oak. Where's the oak? Yo, dude, is my eyes playing tricks on me? Because like, do I gotta download do I have to download the deluxe edition or something to get more like color blocks or something? Cause I mean, I appreciate what I got for it being on creative mode, beggars could be choosers, but I could have sworn there was like multiple ones from the last time on my last video. Like, where's the okay, because you got birch, you got spruce, and you got oak. So shouldn't you have that as like a I don't know. You know what? Let's do the nether. Let's do nether. Let's see here. There could be a garage on that side, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. We can have we'll leave like a little bit of a like a little pathway right here, because we could build an alley. We could build an alley right here. So actually, yeah, we could do that. I don't know how I feel about that. So we'll come back. We'll come back to that. This house could be a little bit wider. It's gonna be a little bit wider than this one, only for the simple fact because we know how much room we had in that last house. So I want to make this one a little bit wider, just a little bit. Well, a lot of it. A lot of it. So, oh dang it, we gotta get that on. What block is that? That's the smooth stuff, right? Smooth, yeah. We gotta get more of that smooth. No, get out of here. No, that's a different color. Concrete. Where is the concrete? Yeah, don't be doing all that now. Yeah, don't be trying to be funny now, cause we getting somewhere. Y'all be trying to be real quick, huh? I don't like that. Y'all gotta cut that out. Like literally cut it out. I don't like it. All right, so. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure, because I'm like, did we do that with the last house? I believe we did, so. The house can literally start right there. Well, yeah, like I said, I want to make it a little bit wider. Make this one more wider. I believe it pretty much is. So, let's go ahead and seal it off. Perfect. You know, I really wish I could start making my Call of Duty videos again, but I need to switch back over to PlayStation though later. Like in the future, I'm gonna switch back to PlayStation because this is not cutting it. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm not an Xbox hater. Like I'm not one of those. Oh, I can only mess with one system. No, it's just kind of sucks when I was recording. Okay, I like that. What is that? Andesite. That looks very nice, but I don't mind going with the traditional stone stuff again. So yeah, I'm not one of those guys that's just stuck on one platform. I just like to be diverse and try multiple ones. How do we do this one? Is it two? Did I put? No, I only put one step. Yeah, I only put one step. Okay. This could be a wooden joint, I guess. One of the wooden houses. It's not every house is the same. Not every house is the same now. But then again, what's the point of having that when because let's go ahead and stretch it out. Let's go ahead and stretch it out just a bit. Just a bit. That freaking cow. I don't like that cow. What happened to the llama? The llama needs to come back. Where's that llama? Matter of fact, let's go find that llama. Because you're a llama, but you're not the llama I'm looking for. Where'd it go? Probably spawned somewhere else. It spawned to somebody else's house. It's crazy. Just forget me, right? Because I'm taking too long. That's what it is. You're impatient. You got that TikTok brain. That's the problem. You got that TikTok brain and you're expecting me to hurry up. I don't like it. I'm not going to settle for that. I'm not going to settle for less. So you know what? I don't care about you no more, llama. Because you know what? Where's the other llama at? Yeah, that's right. How did you get there? How did he get there? Okay. I'm gonna let him, her, whatever it identify as, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Its thing. You got that? I see y'all looking. I know y'all want to come over. But I'm afraid y'all cannot come over until the renovation is done. I think that's how you say it, right? And sometimes I might just be saying a bunch of words and don't know what they actually mean. But I just hear it, so I assume that's what it means. I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful now. You know, I'm not that stupid. But yeah. Don't want to get canceled on here, you know what I'm saying? So don't want to say anything crazy now. You know, I gotta practice when I start doing like live streaming and stuff like that. You know, I gotta practice for that soon in the future. No, I feel like I do plan on doing that in the future. I just gotta build up a fan base first before I start streaming. Cause I don't want to be streaming and then cause I don't even know if it saves like onto your profile. Like I don't even know how that works. So I'm gonna have to really look into that though. I just know when I was on YouTube like a couple years back when I was doing the GTA videos, I was going live, but only some videos saved, which kind of... What is that? Dude. I know you guys heard that. Like, what the heck is that? Like some type of like demonic force was breathing into the freaking headphones. I said, if it's that guy, I'm gonna just leave the server. I'm gonna just leave the game. We're gonna play a different game. It gotta be you. I think it's you because your cousin-in-law, your brother, he was doing that. No, don't get sassy with me. That's why I'm gonna put some. Whoa, wait, what's going on here? Why was his heart's popping up? What am I doing to the llama? How do I get off? Wait, no. Oh. Dude, I didn't know you could just ride on them like that. I thought you have to like put the, that just threw me off. I thought, are you spitting? What are you doing? Yo. Oh. Why is it making those noises? What is going on here? How do I put it so I can see my whole body? Oh. How do you do it? How do you make the body show up? Oh, no, come back. Come here. Oh, no. No. Oh! No, I'm not pointing nowhere. I don't want nobody to join the damn... the freaking... Dude, did somebody just join the game? No, that's an NPC. That's an NPC. That is an NPC. Oh, how do I get my person to turn around? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Day 2. Wait, let me get over here a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's a good thumbnail. That was a good thumbnail. We gotta remember that part of the video. That was a good thumbnail. Alright, thank you, Traveler. Thank you, Traveler. You guys are more than welcome. You guys can come over here. If that llama was able to get up in there, you can bring your llamas and join the party. But that's my llama right there. So if you want to take my llama, whatever it identify as is not for sale. But if it wants to, oh, maybe that might be my llama. Let me go up to it real quick. Llama. Is the heart's gonna pop. Oh! Yeah, that's not our llama. He kicked us off. Llama. Is the heart's gonna pop up. Oh. Why are you making that noise? I'm gonna go. I appreciate you. I appreciate the ride. But yeah, like I said, you guys are more than welcome. You guys are more than welcome to join. You know, I'm building the other house right now, so you can tag along. Like I said, I'm not gonna stop you. That llama made themselves a home, and I built this home, so you guys can chill out, have some fun. Not sure what you're gonna do, but just make sure whatever you do is not illegal. I don't want that on my conscience. I'm building a house for you guys to do some weird things, or maybe the llamas are gonna do weird things, and he is or she is not gonna do weird things, or he or she is gonna do weird things, and the llamas are not involved with that. So either way, the situation is very, very bad. The situation is very, very bad here. So no, these windows we can make it big. We can make it big. It's not like somebody's. No. Okay, I was about to say, dude, don't be spawning out like that. You know I can see you, but we're gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I'm gonna be back with another video. We're gonna be back on track, guys. I apologize for being away. I'm back now. I'm still getting used to my schedule, man, being a supervisor now, but like I said, that's me trying to balance the 9 to 5 life to the 5 to 9 life. So at the end of the day, it's only up from here. That's how I apologize, guys, and I thank you for the ones that stayed. I thank you for the ones that are still here. And for those of you guys that are new, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. join this channel, man, because we are back. I apologize, like I said, that's literally was the only reason why we was off for 2 weeks, because we got a new position and a new schedule. But we are back, no excuses. We can't stop unfortunate circumstances. But yeah, but at the end of the day though, we are back. That's all that matters, and it's up from here. See you guys in the next video. Y'all stay tuned for day 3 and the other videos too. Stay tuned for the other videos too. But stay tuned for day 3. This is day 1. No, day 2. Stay tuned for day 3. This is day 2. I'll see you guys next video. Dang. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.